And then she comes home and she's back in the imaginary world, in Daniel's world, where we do nothing and talk.
She is working because she didn't want to learn English from me. So I put her to work.
Whether she learns English or not, she's working.
And she now speaks English.
But
That's
either
one.
way, she's going to work because she's a worker.
That's one.
She's a doer.
Two.
You're not a doer, you're a talker.
Two.
You could be making money talking, but you're not making any money talking.
The second.
You're talking about talking.
The second thing she did
Talking about
was
doing.
she spent $100,000 instead of investing it.
Because you told her to.
Because you probably advised her.
You said, let's go to Deltona.
He's so good at
I
spending
told
other
her-
people's money.
Let's go to Honduras. She said no. Let's go to Ocala. She said no.
What are you going to do in Ocala?
What are we doing here
He's
in
got
Deltona?
many wonderful ideas.
What are you gonna do
Why
in
are we going to
Ocala?
Deltona in the first place?
You don't like to work.
He won't
It's not
work.
necessary.
You're right, he doesn't like to work.
It's not necessary to work if your money is earning interest.
You have that kind of, you have $1 million earning interest?
100,000 in Honduras
You
is
got
plenty of
$100,000
money.
earning interest?
It'd probably be
8 years
stolen.
ago, yes, I did
I'm
not.
talking
She
about
did.
now, reality. I'm not
No.
talking about utopia.
I'm talking about 8 years ago.
Well,
She
they're
had it.
back in utopia.
She had it.
Utopia's gone. It's not here.
She did not listen to me.
Well, you can't live in the past. Now is now.
So
Where
now,
do you go from now?
now,
Oh, you just live in the past. That's all you do.
now I tell her that the main thing to do is to
He talks.
rent one more room
And then next week.
And then where are we going to sleep?
Talks and
in the
talks
same
and
place
talks.
you're sleeping now.
Oh, I'm not letting you guys in my room.
But he won't do. He just talks.
If she was to rent one more room,
If she was to find one more person in the house who earned money, who needs to rent a room because you got another person earning money?
if she was to rent,
But where are you going to find this person earning money? Oh, your daughter. No. Oh, your son. No. Oh, then. Oh, forget that. Oh, the kitties. The
If
push.
if she was to rent one more room,
Daniel could do it. Oh, no, that's just another kitty or another child. It's just another infant. It's a helpless person. No, you can't. Daniel can't do it.
if she was to rent one more room, she would have enough income to
What
pay
if
the
you
bills.
work,
If
too?
one more person was to work, she wouldn't have to rent a room. She wouldn't have to sub her house out because she'd have a house to herself because another person was helping her earn income. But she doesn't have that.
Why should I work?
Yes,
When she was-
absolutely.
Because you have 2 kids to raise?
Because he doesn't
It's not
care
necessary.
about his family.
It's not for me to work. It has to be necessary, and it is
Oh,
not
it's
It's
necessary.
necessary.
Not when you have a house. You can rent one more room out.
Well, we're not going to have
Oh,
a house now.
anything to avoid work. I see. That's the attitude. Anything to avoid work. Isn't that fortunate? Rather than have your own house, let's just rent every room out.
I do work.
Huh?
I was playing with that
You
little
make
boy.
money?
I was.
You earn income?
Is a
When
dad
did this
just?
happen? What year
is-
was this?
Just
Is
a
this
few minutes
Utopia
ago.
again?
Just a few minutes ago, there was a boy here that was about 3 or
It
4
was
years
family.
old.
That's not work.
If you do
Oh,
something
it's not
for a
earning
child,
income. It's not contributing to the income of the household.
but it's contributing to the intelligence of this child.
Oh, we're back to this. We're back to talk and knowledge. Forget about money.
You
don't need
think
money.
about other people. You need to think about your
No,
son and
you
your
need
daughter.
you need to quit work and be like him. Do nothing.
The
Oh,
more,
let's talk about doing something.
the
And
more,
then watch what happens when you lose your house.
Yeah.
You lose your house, what are you going to rent out then? A little hole in the backyard? Well, it's not your yard anymore. You can't rent that hole out.
the more you give your children, the
He
less.
doesn't see, he doesn't get it, he doesn't listen.
No.
His ears, maybe they're working, but there's nothing in between to receive. There's not listening, not computing.
The more you give your children, the less they will achieve as an adult.
So that's a good way to just not talk about going out and supporting
But
your
how does
family.
that have to do with
Isn't
you
it not?
working or
We
not?
just changed the subject, that's
Well, that
all.
doesn't mean we don't get a house to live in.
We already have been given many things more than these people over there,
What people over
the
there?
ones in the video.
Antonio, ese es tuyo.
If we have this house at this moment,
Omar's maybe.
let's use it. We have a backyard. Let's grow some food back there.
Let's just not talk about earning an income to support the family. We wouldn't want to do that. When you grew up, do you think you want to support your family, or you want to just sit there on like a lump on the log and talk about it?
You have the worker mentality.
Oh no, he's waiting for you to grow up so you can support him too. I forgot, and you do. Don't forget, you're supporting him because he won't do it himself.
The worker
We
mentality
can talk about it.
only works. There's
Worker?
another one.
What's this worker? Where does this come from? Worker mentality.
Rich dad, poor dad.
What are we talking about? Socialism here?
The worker mentality only believes in working.
You need to go to Venezuela, man.
The businessman mentality is different.
Maybe China.
The businessman says, I have a trailer. Boom! Classified ad. Trailer for a rent. Weekends, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, let's just change the subject so we don't get on to Daniel about earning a living to support his family.
Why?
Yeah.
Let's change the subject to
You
anything.
say that's
You
why-
have
Anything. Let's talk.
you have a trailer.
Danny,
Rent it out.
We are talking here about you need to support your family.
I'm
Yeah.
talking here
What's wrong
about
with that?
how different people
What is
do
wrong
that.
with that?
Different people do it
I'm waiting
in
to hear the
different
argument.
ways.
What's wrong with supporting your family? What is the argument? I'm waiting to hear it.
I
If
am
you're
not
renting
a
things
beast.
out,
Oh,
I am not
you're
a beast
slave. It's okay
of
for you to
burden.
be a beast and a slave, but not for him.
Only because she did not listen to me back
She
then.
did listen to you. We moved to Deltona, didn't we? We could have been over there with family, but
You
no,
didn't listen.
because
You didn't
here.
listen to the master.
yeah.
She didn't listen to me there about the $100,000.
No.
So now it is the
If we
time.
went to Honduras, it'd probably be stolen by now.
I was gonna live with your uncle,
Well, uncle.
the one that's 80 years old, Omar's dad.
Probably gonna be
Probably
dead.
dead.
No, I think he's still alive.
Well, he will be dead soon. No.
Yes.
Either way, if you're renting stuff out and not working yourself, you're letting other people support your family. Other
I'm waiting for you
strangers.
guys to grow up to support him too.
You must use 3 things in this world.
Kitty, are you going to support
You must
Daniel?
use other people's efforts, such as a dentist. Right?
Yeah, as long as you got money to pay him. You think he's doing it for nothing?
That's one. Other people's efforts.
You think he's doing it for nothing?
Other people's money. You must use other people's money. Right
You
now,
think they're letting you do it for nothing?
are we not using the money
That's
of the
why
bank?
banks, they call it usury.
Are we not?
They charge an interest for you using their money. They're glad to let you use their money. But they charge you interest.
Yes. So,
This one.
Anna, work with me and we won't have to pay a
Work with
mortgage.
you. Oh yeah,
Yes.
she's the one that works. That's right.
She's
you,
next.
you
She's
don't
the,
work. She's got to work with you.
she's the one that does
Because
not
you
allow
won't
me.
work with anybody. You don't work.
She's the one that does not allow me.
You got to work with him. Just keep that in mind when you get home from work. You got to work with him.
She's the one that does not allow me to rent one more room out.
You? Why
Yes.
should you? You don't earn any money. Why should you even have a say? Why should anybody even listen to you? You don't earn anything to contribute. Why should anybody listen to a non-contributor? She contributes everything.
I'll tell you
She should
what.
have the only voice that should even be heard is hers because she contributes. Without her, you have nothing.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
There were 7 brothers in Honduras. One was living here in the United States.
Where did we get to Honduras? We're talking about you earning a living here, contributing to the household.
When the
Supporting
brother,
your family. She supports the family. You live off it, leech off it.
so let me tell you what the
You
brother.
suck the blood and the life out of everything she makes.
Are you gonna let me finish? The brother from
You're not
here.
answering the question.
I'll tell you in the story why. The brother from here went to Honduras. All 6 brothers over there said, we have nothing to do here. What do we do for money? And he told them what to do. He said, go to the banks and put blinds, window blinds. That's the first window blind company in Honduras.
I'm waiting to hear what the heck this has to do with the conversation.
What this has to do is that the brother that does not live in Honduras told them what to do. I do not have to be the carpenter. I tell
he's
her
the
what to do.
mouthpiece. Whatever, this is God. God talks to you, you listen. You don't listen, God punishes you.
That is true.
So you are in perpetual punishment now. You owe him your whole life slavery so he can live comfortably and not have to work. That is your punishment.